What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. It's match reaction time. FA Cup. Leeds are out, but what a gallant effort. What an effort. And listen, this isn't we're great losers kind of thing. I think the team that was put out today put out a real good effort, and probably unlucky not to win it in regular time. Probably unlucky. There was chances earlier. Listen, we're going to speak about that today, but yeah, I'm sad it's over just purely for the match that was next in the quarters. I think that would have been really cool to have seen Leeds versus Leicester for the third time this season with something on the line. But look, look, we put out a good performance today with not our first team, and I think a lot of people come out of here with credit today. Before I get into it, people, please hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, of course. Drop your comments below, and thank you to Mr. P for a super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated. I will say though, man, compared to the Leicester video, and I'll always be honest with you guys, the Leicester video when we won that one, the feedback was amazing, euphoria. But I gotta say, the preview, man, some of you, I wasn't impressed with what I was reading, man. People actually wishing for Leeds United to lose the game, and I just don't get that. When you're seeing your team today put up that effort against Chelsea, and you would really prefer them to lose, are you actually like watching to say, God, I hope you lose and come out with no injuries and what have you, so you don't play an extra game? I just don't get it, people. I don't understand that kind of mentality. But yeah, I'm sure those same people, if we had won, would have been like, oh yeah, great stuff. But yeah, that's all I'll say for that. I'll always be honest, man, and I just wasn't feeling it, man. Really wasn't feeling it. But it is what it is. Let's have a look. Tintin, Chelsea were there for the taking. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it? How they played how I thought they would play. I knew that they would have some control in the game at points because, you know, regardless of what you think of them, they are still a Premier League outfit. But they were very slow, very pedestrian. There was a lot of sloppy passes in that game from them more than us, in fact. And you just felt that if we could have just kept our nerve after the first goal went in for us, that maybe it would have been a different story. But look, it is what it is. Ali stale biscuits tonight saying hurts tonight. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, it hurt. It does hurt. But you know, I'll move forward now and say that it's all about the league, and of course that is what it's about. I just couldn't get people's mentality wishing the team to lose. I just don't understand that for me. Let's have a look. All Leeds away, all Leeds are we, sorry. Never exploited their right back enough. I would say they never exploited our left back enough, but I thought Junior handled himself well. I actually thought Connor Roberts was a bit disappointing in the first half, but he grew into the game for me. But yeah, I don't understand it. Look, as I say, everyone supports the club how they want. I just don't get the whole thing of I hope we lose to save our players. I mean, in that case, do you want to call off every training session? Because a lot of injuries, if you want to look at stats, happen in training, not in games. But yeah, it is what it is. Listen, let's talk about the game, people. Shout out to Chris Kingy here. KG, can I get a happy birthday for my daughter Mia, 12 today? Happy birthday to Mia, man. I hope your day was good, and I hope your dad treated you to a lot of good stuff. Carl Brown with the super sticker. Thank you, Carl. Cheers for that. Yeah, Max Ampadu showing Chelsea what they misses today. Listen, let's talk about it. Archie Gray got man of the match in a defeat. He was getting gassed up all the way through the game, and rightly so. There was the sublime touches. Ampadu as well. I need to big up Ampadu today because he was tremendous. Going back from defense into midfield, he was wonderful. But Archie Gray going forward, you can see what he's going to offer in the Premier League when he does get to play central midfield. Yeah, I've said it many times. His ceiling is through the roof. Of course, we're going to speak about Mateo Joseph. We're going to speak about him, man. Of course we are, and that's why I'm going to leave him as the thumbnail, man, because he deserves that, man. His first goals in you know, senior level football, and it's in away at Chelsea. He deserves a thumbnail today. Smiler in the house, excellent. Oh, what's going on here? Hold on a second. Oh God, Smiler, I'm coming back to you, man. Excellent performance, and we avoided extra time. Okay, right. Oh, I wish I didn't see that last bit. What if we had gone to extra time, though, people? What then? What then? League Wake, he's saying Archie Gray had 2 million, 200 million in his pocket. Yeah, I kept hearing that today in terms of we're up against a 200 million pound central midfielder, and of course that's true because Chelsea ended up paying that much for them. But Archie Gray, how much is he worth? How much is Archie Gray worth? It's yes, he's free because he's come from our academy, but we're not giving him away for free. He's going to cost a lot of money, especially if we go up to the Prem. He's going to be worth a lot more than one of those two. I think. I do. I think he's got the ceiling to do it. Call me crazy, but I think Archie Gray's got the ceiling and the worth ethic. What I've heard behind the scenes, the worth ethic is there for him to go to the tippy top. Mr. P, super chat for Mateo Joseph. What a performance! Yeah. Listen, let's go on to the team. It's a shame, man. I would have loved to have seen this. Obviously we changed this now. It's Chelsea versus Leicester, but again, if you want to look at it as of us going forward, it's now looking at Leicester, looking at them going, you've got an extra game there where you probably wouldn't want it. But you could see even Daniel Farke today as we was nearing to the end and we was getting chances. I think there was one where Joseph and was it Somerville? Maybe they collided with each other in the box. He wanted it, he wanted it in the end. But I was thinking though, if we had gone through and Southampton, Ipswich, they're looking at that match going, all right, lads, go and do your worst to each other. But alas, never mind. Let me go back to the team, man. Let's talk about some of these players today. Meslier, apart from the first goal, and that's always going to be an issue, the near post stuff. Apart from that, I thought he handled himself well as the game grew on. But yeah, I'm sure he would like to have that first one back. Listen, near post goals happen all the time, and going through the legs, etc., especially for tall goalkeepers. But that's a trait that he's had over the years. But like I say, I think he grew into the game. Connor Roberts as well. I thought first half he was pretty poor. There was times as well when he got down the right and you're thinking he could swing in a ball and he just passed it back a lot. It wasn't great from him. Firpo, let's have a look. Firpo, yeah, you know what you get. And he got his customary yellow card. I thought Joe Rodon was decent today. I'm actually interested what people thought of Joe Rodon today. Let me know in the comments now, and obviously in the comments after the stream's finished. Jason here, James and Firpo, good in the chump. I think you mean champ. I think I'm getting that right. Yeah, good in the champ, not in the Prem. Joseph looks class. Yeah. Yeah, Dan James. Unfortunately, today we got the final product of Premier League Dan James today, didn't we, people? Yeah, I mean, just before we scored our first goal, actually, if he had a bit more composure, he would have just loved Robert Sanchez. And, a more composed player does that. And again, he had another one where it broke to him and he just put it well wider. And some of his crosses today, it wasn't for a lack of a number 9 there. They were just overhit. So it's a shame with Dan James today. But like I say, I mean, we'll speak about it at the end of the season, people. Everybody can't go, the saying. But look, it was one of those for him today, unfortunately. Yeah, David saying disagree. Firpo had a good game with Cooper alongside. He and all left backs are handicapping. Yeah, you got a good point there, David. Listen, whenever I've always said it before, and I'm consistent with that. Whenever I see Firpo and Cooper together on the left and Meslier in goal, it gives me terrible flashbacks to the Premier League, and I don't like that. It gives me PTSD. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. But even then, Cooper, you're not getting to get pace with this guy. But I thought in the second half he handled himself okay. Their second goal as well, by the way, I don't think there's any blame attached. You're always going to get blamed for a goal, but I just think it was a good move by Chelsea in the end, and Mudryk getting the goal. It was a nice, quick 1-2. Yes, you can always be more defensively solid, but that's the bit of quality that they've got at that level of Premier League level. So, but yeah, more the first one I was disappointed with. Yeah, Joe was solid in terms of Rodon. Yeah. Hisham saying Cooper was very, two veries poor, at fault for 2 of the goals and could have scored in 95th minute if he was faster and braver to attack the ball. I don't think there's ever any question about Cooper's bravery. I think that's one thing that you can't slight him on. He will throw himself in there and he gets injured in the process. But yeah, if you're asking him to be fast, then you might as well not bother. But people saying Cooper's to blame for 2 goals. I mean, I know that the first goal came from the left-hand side. So yes, ultimately it's going to come down to them 2. The second one, though, I just think that's good football, people. Sometimes that happens. I'm not going to give him that one. I'm not going to give him that one. It's funny. I haven't seen a few names in a while, but Alas has come and they turn up again. God, you guys must live some miserable lives, man. I feel for you, man. You've got voids in your heart somewhere, man. You got voids in your lives that you need to fulfill. Honestly, you do. Um, Nate here saying, "Can see Coops is an old man. Farker can't play him again." Well, if there's one thing I would say about that, it's that if Charlie Creswell, yet again, he's not going to. I don't think he's going to get games here. I think we're looking at Charlie Creswell probably to leave in the summer. People, if he's not going to get in ahead of Cooper, Ampadu, brilliant today, absolutely brilliant in terms of what he brought back from midfield. The transition back from defense to midfield, seamless, absolutely brilliant in midfield. Archie Gray, and it was, you know what? Sometimes commentary they give man of the match performances for sometimes someone just scoring a goal. No, Archie Gray was really that good today, and he showed that when he goes to the Prem with us, hopefully, people, he is going to fit in seamlessly. There's some players that I think I don't know about. Archie Gray, I'm 100% sure of is going to be a star in the Premier League and will play for England if he chooses England. Absolutely brilliant. Leeds FC, a 17-year-old Archie Gray rings around 200 million pound Chelsea midfield. And Nate here, think this game is a momentum builder going forward. Yeah, I don't think this is. I often talk about, people wishing to lose games. You got to think about the other things as well, losing confidence. I don't think anyone's had their confidence dented with today. I think they'll take a lot of pride going into a quick turnaround against Huddersfield and build on that. I don't think it's going to hurt our league form one bit. I think there was a lot of good performances out there today. Yeah, Lee Wakey, in terms of Archie, he glides across the pitch effortlessly. He's so good, man, and it's his composure on the ball, and that he's not scared to take on players. The amount of midfielders we've had over the recent years, people that get the ball and then don't want to do anything with it, they'll pass it back and then run around, get their heat maps all fired up and looking all pretty. Archie Gray likes to manipulate the ball. He likes to make things happen, go forward, create plays. We're in good hands there, people. As long as we go up, because you have to be honest with yourself, man. If we don't go up, it's going to be hard to keep him. There's just too many vultures circling for Archie Gray, too many. And with each performance that he puts in, it's just getting worse. It's getting worse. Yeah, Pellegrino here. Don't think this game made Chelsea fans feel any more confident about their team. Yeah, it's like that thing when we was in the Premier League and you had players. I mean, the deadest players in the Premier League, whether it's Ayew for Palace or Almiron for Newcastle, they get their goals against Leeds, and it's like, oh, is he back? And then they go on another 10-game scoring drought. And you saw today, Nico Jackson, he's been very, very hit and miss for them. He gets on the score sheet today. Mudryk, that's his 5th goal in 40 plus games for over 100 million. Crazy stuff, but that I don't think so either. I'm going to speak to a couple of my Chelsea people today and see how they're feeling. But there was let me tell you, there was a lot of worry before this game, and Chelsea in the position they're in against Leeds United should not be as worried as I saw today. And there was a lot of Chelsea supporters that were worried about this game tonight. SJ44, yeah. Chelsea, a team of strangers. Yeah, it's like I said in the preview. I just feel that when you offer players 8 years on a deal, what's the incentive? What's the incentive to improve? And you've got to take location into account as well. Chelsea is a wonderful part of London, wonderful part. Like I say, my auntie lives like a stone's throw away. She's in Fulham. She's basically in Chelsea, and it is popping around there. So you've got an 8-year deal on £1 trillion a week. What's the incentive to improve? You know what I mean? Your contract is secure. Yeah, I saw Archie Alonso on the pitch today. Yeah, man. Mr. P here saying, I've just felt that Gallagher or Palmer would make the difference once they came on. Yeah, but you know what? You know what the thing is as well, Mr. P? I think that Somerville and Nanto coming on gave us a bit of a boost as well. Yes, I know what you're saying in regards to Chelsea there, but I thought that our 2 subs give us a boost as well, in addition to how well they were already playing. So, but yeah, when you talk about Cole Palmer, he's going up there, isn't he? He's a bit of an outlier in that Chelsea team. He has been brilliant for them. We did well. Oh, okay, hold on there. Linda here, shout out to you, Linda. Huddersfield got to be worried after watching this performance by Leeds tonight. Well done, Leeds, no shame. Absolutely zero shame, Linda, 100%. And yeah, listen, sometimes you as a rival fan or as a rival player looking at the team thinking, they've had a game Wednesday, they're going to be absolutely exhausted on Saturday. Now, I think there's going to be a lot of players bouncing. Now, I want to go to, you know what, let me just say this as well. Joao Perot, the game for him tracking back and all that stuff, we got to cut it out, people. Nah, he ain't. He's not that one. He's not that one. And a lot of the moves that broke down because of Joel Perot tonight, he wasn't good today in terms of his touches as well. I thought some of his touches were very, very sloppy today. So, you know, Joel Perot, he's got to clean that up. You know, if he's being asked to do something that he's very foreign to, in terms of the way that Daniel Farke is asking him to play, he's got to get better with that in order to stay at the football club, because otherwise it's not going to work. You know, he's already being pushed out of the number 9 role by Patrick Bamford again. You know, he had a guy today, and we'll speak about him now, MATEO Joseph, who showed him exactly how to move as a number 9. Oh, Ryan, that's harsh. That's harsh. But MATEO Joseph, let's speak about MATEO Joseph, people, because those finishes today. Jaden Anthony, you know what? It's really weird with Jaden Anthony. He had 2 assists today, but I thought some of his work, it was a little bit wasteful at times. But at the end of the day, he got the numbers, didn't he? He got the 2 assists. But MATEO Joseph today showed what he's about. He showed what he's about. He's a number 9. He's a sniffer. And give him the chances, give him a consistent run, he might score some goals. I said this at the start of the season, though, people, and I just feel that MATEO Joseph, with some of the games that we've had, you know, in games where we thought we could win 3-4, I think he could have been that missing link. And I just wonder now, does it give Daniel Farke food for thought, even for Saturday? And you know what else I loved about MATEO Joseph as well? He was just smiling through the game. As the goals were going in, he was smiling. There was a little interaction with Robert Sanchez, the Chelsea goalkeeper. The guy couldn't get the smile off his face. That's infectious, man, because he's playing well, and he's you can tell he's loving it. He's absolutely loving it, man. Yeah, Athena here saying he was so clinical today, and we lack that in our team sometimes. Leeds here saying Joseph so slick, proper number 9. Yeah, and that's it as well. Yeah. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's gone up, man. Chat's moving quick. Hold on a minute. Max H, second goal was a lovely deft finish, beautiful finish. That's what you call like a number 9's finish, man. Just a cool finish. And yeah, he could have possibly had a hat trick, but I think him and someone else got in the way of each other before their third goal went in. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, he was good. Martin here, it's gone. I can't scroll back up. But Martin saying he should be a 60-minute sub. But yeah, that's been the problem with MATEO Joseph. He's been getting charity minutes, hasn't he? He's been getting Make-A-Wish minutes. He's like been getting 8 minutes, 10 minutes here. I've said, you know, in games where the opposition hasn't been the greatest, give him a start. What's the worst that can happen? And he showed his quality today. And you know, things like that probably haven't gone unnoticed elsewhere. You know, they're probably looking at him going, hey, who's this MATEO Joseph guy? Oh, he's only played this much. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, SJ44, he's got physical presence as well. So all that stuff about holding up play and being strong on the ball, he's quick, he's strong, he's got an eye for a goal quite clearly. Just instinctive. Love to see it, man. And I hope to see more. I've been saying it all season. I want to see more of MATEO Joseph. I think he's worth giving a shot. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, I can see people talk about the first goal. It was on a replay, wasn't it? Crazy how that goes. But yeah, I'm glad it just went in. Let's have a look here. Oh, let him start Saturday. I mean, well, listen, we know Bamford's struggling with a little bit of an injury. If you're giving me the choice right now, I'm 100% keeping a hot MATEO Joseph in the team on Saturday. I think he's hungry, and I think he'll be hungry for goals against Huddersfield. Another TV game. I think it's on TV anyway. He'll shine, man. He'll shine. Oh no! Oh, Mr. P. Peru's new role should be the charity minute sub behind Bamford and Joseph. Yeah, listen. One thing I just want to reiterate. Peru he's now the whipping boy. I've seen it in the fans, and fans are very sheep minded. ways of thinking as well. If one person says someone's rubbish, about 300 people will then say he's rubbish too. But at the end of the day, with Perot, for as much stick as he's got, he's still in double figures. And I know for a fact, if Bamford was in double figures for this team, he'd be called one of the best strikers in the world, probably by some of you guys. So yeah, it hasn't been ideal, but I think it's more of a stylistic clash with him and Daniel Farke. Nothing wrong with that. You're never going to know until you sign for the club. But yeah, overall, could we have got more out of him? I think so. I think his finishing is much better than has been advertised this season. But listen, we'll see what he finishes up with at the end of the season. We'll speak about it then. Yeah, Kelvin. Yeah, I've backed Peru all season. He doesn't fit our system, unfortunately. Yeah, he doesn't. It seemingly he doesn't fit a Daniel Farke system, especially when you look at the ease Mateo Joseph you had today. But yeah. Let's have a look here. Is there something else there? Okay, yeah. Right. Okay. Let me just see if there's anyone else I want to speak about from this. 2 goalies on the bench again, Byron Creswell. You know, actually, I don't know if anyone heard, but Shackleton was meant to start today. And yet again, in a game where he was going to get game time, he's ill. Jamie Shackleton. That's why I'm saying with some of these guys, everybody can't go, and he definitely can't go up to the Prem. Absolutely 0 point. He was due to start ahead of Junior Firpo, and he's pulled up with an illness of some sort. Yeah, we might as well just forget that one. Yeah, everyone loving Pepe. You guys, man. Nah, man, I can't put that one up. No, I'm not doing Joel like that, man. No. Ali here saying, I think a championship loan next season would help him kick on. And I think are you talking about actually, I don't know who you speak about here. You could be speaking about Mateo Joseph, or you could be speaking about Peru. I don't know. No idea what was going on with Gruev. Maybe we'll find out, and we'll speak about that in the Huddersfield preview if there's any news, or maybe he was just rested for the game. Same as well with Jorginho, but I've got a feeling we'll see all these guys on Saturday. Just got a feeling, man. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But yeah. Is there anyone else to speak about off the bench? Not really. Somerville, Nanto. Nah, not really. So yeah. But listen, what a valiant effort. And just another one of Mateo Joseph, courtesy of LUFC Day. A shout out to him. And for people that remember this game, you'll know this one very well. Mateo Joseph becomes the first Leeds player to score 2 goals in a single game versus Chelsea since Stephen McPhail in December 99. And hey, guys, you know that's my season, man, 99-2000. And you remember that celebration with McPhail and everyone else jumping over. It looked like, I can't remember what they were doing. They were just jumping over each other, doing some kind of roly-polies. Great game, great times, man. Absolutely great times. Gary Hick here saying 4 more quality players look out Premier League. Yeah, at least 4, Gary. And I'm being generous with 4. I think it's quite clear, and I said this in the preview and I maintain it today. What you saw today is not going to be an indication of what you see over 38 games in the Premier League. It's just not. So you're not going to see, Mateo Joseph score 35 goals in the Prem. I don't think so anyway. But at the same time as well, you probably won't see Dan James fluff it in every game that you see in the Premier League if he is to come with us. But you could see that our main area of concern is defense. Quite clearly, we need defenders when we go up. That should be a priority. And a killer number 9. A killer. I mean, an absolute sniper up front. Have to. Otherwise, we'll just be in the same pickle that we've been in the last time that we was in the Prem. And we don't want to do that again, people. I don't think anyone wants to do that. No matter how much you like a player, some of these guys, like I say, everybody can't go. Bobby here with the super chat. Thank you, Bobby. Can't drop it now. A front 4 of Joseph, Somerville, Jorginho, and Nanto. Oh, that's nice, Bobby. That's a nice front 4. I'm not gonna lie. I need to see it. I knew his time would come. Bobby, that's a beautiful front 4. That is a wonderful front 4. Mike, I wish we could get Seshko. Listen, if they're ambitious, go for it, man. I don't think Seshko's coming here, and I don't know how much he'll cost, but it'll probably be the whole summer budget. But yeah, listen, that's a pipe dream. Would love it. But yeah, that front 4, Bobby, is delicious. Let's be real. Joseph, Somerville, and Nanto. Yeah, Huddersfield, I think they'd have a long day with that one. Ryan, Osman will do, I guess. I wish. Ali here. You starting James or Nanto on Saturday? Back to Nanto, Ali. He's just been in better form. And this isn't a slight on Dan James and nothing to do with tonight. I just feel that the way that Nanto works with Somerville and Jorginho, it's just that it's a perfect connection. So let's not break it and use Dan James as a last 30-minute sub. That's what I would do. Yeah, Southampton lost, yeah, so they'll be out as well. It's only Leicester that are in the cup out of all of us promotion chasing teams right now. Yeah, Matt Davis here. We put up a decent fight and feel momentum will still be with us going into our next fixtures. I don't even think it was much of a fight. I think we give them a real good contest, people. I don't think it was like a Duke fight where we're hanging on and we're trying to show that championship fight. I felt that we matched them with quality for large parts of the game. It was really like I like the way we approached this game today. This goes on to the manager now. His approach is what I hope he will give us next season against the better teams, where we aren't all over the place. We're compact control, not just pressing aimlessly for no reason because people want to see someone running about expending energy for no reason. I felt that we had a decent amount of control today. So yeah, it was a good fight overall. Really, I thought it looked like a Premier League tie today. I'll say that. Yeah, Adso, we need to get a better spine team. 100%. We cannot go up with this defense the way it is. It's doing exceptionally well at this level, but people have to remember the levels that you go up when you go to the Prem is completely different from the Championship. We're not playing Rotherham. We're not playing Plymouth in the Premier League. It's a completely different level, so we have to strengthen. It's as simple as that. I know, Max. I know it's disappointing, man. The quarterfinal is going to be at home as well. Another home game. It would have been nice, man. And then, you beat Leicester, man. It's a semi-final, but look, it is what it is. We're out now. So you know what? All our efforts now go into the last 12 cup finals that we have, people. And that is it. I'm sure that is how Daniel Farker and the team will look at it now. We're out the FA Cup, but now we've got 12 cup finals to play. And these cup finals will lead us to where we want to go to, and that's the Premier League. And I'm sure everyone's focus will be on that. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm not into it either, John. I think they mentioned it a few too many times on commentary, though. I think they went OD with the pink kit stuff. I'm not sure what joy they were getting out of that, but yeah, I'm not a fan of it anyway. I think it's just an ugly kit. Yeah, SJ44. Let's see Joseph Jorginho pairing ASAP. Yeah, I want to see it. I'm with you guys. I'm with Bobby though, man. I like that front four that Bobby put up. Paul with a super chat. Thank you, Paul. 12 big games coming up. Proud of the boys. Exactly, 100%. Thank you for that, Paul. Leder in the house. Great performance. Enjoyed the match. Onwards and upwards now. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, I don't think anyone's in bad spirits. I don't think so. Matt C, going to have to cancel that Airbnb for our back-to-back Wembley finals after the last two results. Tremendous. Mr. P with a super chat. Thank you. Players were rested and now fresh for Saturday. Yeah, I've got a feeling about that as well. I really do feel they were just rested, and I've got no qualms with that. I'm glad Daniel Farker used a bit more of the squad, much like I was in the second in the Plymouth Cup ties. I like that he was using the squad because if you're not going to play him, you're showing that you don't trust them. So yeah, it was good. It was good, and we still played with a few of our first team regulars. Roden, Ampadu, and Roden will play no matter what. They'll play every friendly in the summer as well. 90 minutes, no matter what, no matter what. Benny here, 7 million for Ampadu, great signing. And this is what I'm saying. Ampadu, you talk about Enzo today for Chelsea. You talk about Caicedo. They were bought in and they had Ampadu on the books. And who would you prefer? I know who I would prefer, and it's not just because he's here. Ampadu he's been brilliant, and he's another one I think will step up to the Premier League. He's already got Premier League experience, albeit with Sheffield United, which isn't probably a bit of a PTSD moment for him. But I think he's going to be exceptional in the Premier League. He should be there now, people. Should be there now. Someone in the Premier League, of Palace, Everton, someone should have bought him. Brentford, someone should have got him, but we got him. and that's going to do us well in the Premier League because we won't have to spend more money on getting another Ampadu. Brilliant. Andrew here. This is a good comment, and I get what you're saying here. I think that was the perfect way to lose. Put up a good fight and didn't get a battering. Should keep the confidence up. I absolutely agree. And that's not. And again, that isn't a loser mentality saying, "Oh, we lost in a valiant manner." You're always going to lose games. Everyone lose games. Even the best team in the world, Man City, lose games. But it's how you lose. And when you lose the way that we did today, there is zero shame in that. Absolutely no shame, and the confidence stays intact. Wonderful point. Is there anything else, people, before we get on out of here? And I will be back for a preview. I'm probably going to do the preview tomorrow because I'm going to be out on Friday. So I could be doing the Huddersfield preview tomorrow. So obviously put your notifications on so you know when I'm going live and you'll catch me then. Yeah, I think that is it. I think that is it, people. Yeah, I think that is it. Ryan, stop it. You guys, man. You guys, man. Hey, come on, man. Leave your alone, man. You got double figures. Respect that, man. Carl, now shout out to you, Carl. KG, what do you do with JB from Plymouth? Oh, he's got to go. I don't think there's any point keeping him. But again, I think those kind of things will get worked out. But I don't think he'll be sold. He'll probably be loaned out again, maybe to a top half championship team next season. Maybe somebody that's going for promotion just to see what he's like, you know, in a real good team that's gaining points and everything else like that, rather than a bottom dweller. But yeah, if we're talking about JB and stuff in this team next season, then we may as well just, forget about it. With all due respect to JB, but I don't want us to make the same mistakes as we did last time we got promoted, and we made a lot of them. Let's not do it again. And I believe in the 49ers. I think they will learn from Andrea's mistakes, Victor Orta's mistakes, and not make them again. So I've got no worries about that. But yeah, listen, people, that will be it tonight. If you haven't already, you know what to do, people. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back for the Huddersfield preview, and we'll talk more then. Enjoy the rest of the evening, people. Peace out.